evening on Devon Field. Stories tonight on the Primetime edition.
And so that's a really strong sign that we are headed on the right track.
A last-minute push to keep her job in the face of a recall vote. Oakland Mayor Shane Tell's message as Election Day nears.
Today was the last day of early voting in many battleground states, including here in Georgia. Cristian Benavides in Atlanta with what votes are saying.
And we're watching the last 3 hours of rain so far. You can see it marching its way across the North Bay so far. Where's it going next? And how much might it bring to your part of the bay? What's the rest of this night hold? We're going to track it coming up in the forecast.
This is the future. This is exciting. And this is a game changer for San Francisco.
And going green on the water, the millions of dollars going into the ferries of the future. And we meet the Oakland artist keeping his Apache heritage alive through his art.
We're keeping the culture. Makes me glad that I'm doing what I'm doing.
From CBS News Bay Area, this is the Primetime Edition on KPIX Plus.
Good evening, I'm Devon Feely. These are tonight's primetime headlines. In San Jose, at least 16 people were displaced by a fire that burned through the roof of this fourplex in the city's Cambrian neighborhood. It broke out around 2:30 this afternoon on Bradford Way. Firefighters battled that stubborn fire from the ground and from the roof of a nearby building. The fire department says the two upstairs units suffered both fire and water damage. Lyft is going to pay more than $2 million to settle a lawsuit alleging false advertising of drivers' earnings. Now, the Justice Department claims the rideshare company promoted specific hourly earnings without clarifying that these numbers reflected the top 20% of their earners. In addition to that penalty, Lyft must refrain from misrepresenting drivers' earnings moving forward. Voters in Pennsylvania now have options if their mail-in ballots were rejected. The U.S. Supreme Court rejected an emergency appeal from Republicans that could have led to thousands of provisional ballots not being counted in the nation's biggest battleground state. Election officials must now count provisional ballots cast by voters whose mail-in ballots were rejected. Taking a live look outside at the city of Oakland, let's go ahead and get a check of our first solar forecast with meteorologist Darren Peck. So as predicted, you said the rain was going to come through this afternoon and evening.
Yeah, and it's
almost on its way out.
No, the way to think about this is it's kind of done its job so far for the North Bay. I've got some rainfall totals to show you already for Santa Rosa, but it's just now about to get to the Golden Gate in the city. And for the rest of the night now, it's going to be from the peninsula down to the Santa Clara Valley. So let's get a handle on this. We've been looking at this a number of ways. We'll come back out to the wide view because the visual of it now on the virtual map is a real stunning one. A couple of ways to look at it. First thing we're going to do is we're going to take the right now live radar and place it on the map. So here's what we were just talking about here. That's rain that's been moving through the North Bay and is